August is Minority Donor Awareness Month. It's a time that is set aside to create a positive culture for organ, eye, and tissue donation. And it's also a time for outreach to multicultural communities to make more people aware of organ donation and transplantation. Joining us to share his story today is Tommy Page, who lost his daughter, and she was an organ donor. Tommy, thank you so much for joining us and for sharing your family story. Can you tell us about your daughter and this donation journey?
Hello, Lisa. Yes, thank you guys so much for offering this platform to be able to speak about this. It's very important. A lot of people didn't get a chance to meet Tayshana Camille Page, my 19-year-old daughter who had, as a military child, had moved around not only here nationally, but even lived overseas and was able to sprinkle her pixie dust all over the world, and her smile. And after being born premature, fighting those obstacles and just actually being able to contribute to society with her pureness, with her heart, with her desire to do things for others. And so, yeah, you fast forward and you one night get a call that an accident has happened and it doesn't seem as though your daughter's going to make it. And you get put into a place where you have to really ask yourself what's really going on. And it's kind of hard to really even prepare for a scenario like that. But my daughter, being so clairvoyant and pretty much just wanted to be a giver, had already made a decision at a younger age that if anything was to ever happen to her, that she would want to give the gift of life. So that's just the type of person Tayshana was, and how we still celebrate her.
And you had that conversation, so you knew her desire. And I think that that's what's so important during this month of August, is that we know each other's desire and we have the conversation. That was a great gift to you, it sounds like.
Definitely. It made it very, even though it's no easy decision in that scenario. If a loved one is potentially about to pass on, the fact of having to decide what's going to happen to her after is not an easy decision. However, because she had already been familiar, she was aware. Myself, I'm older. I'm one who has never thought about, even though I was in the military, and even though I've even had initiatives dealing with sickle cell donation, I've never really gotten to that aspect. For her to be so aware and already have made that claim and spoke with her mother about it, it helped us be able to understand the process and still live with it today.
And what did you know about the process, and the process being donation, organ donation and transplantation, before this with your family?
Nothing. I mean, of course, like I said, you've heard about the possibility because when you go to the DMV and you could actually check it off on your license and everything, but it never really resonated with me, mainly because, especially for her, I never thought anything would happen to my baby girl. I thought we had plenty of time. But I think that's the one thing that's so important for our community. And when I speak of our community, I speak of minority communities, that since we don't really have these conversations, we don't have these conversations about what next, especially with so many different possibilities that something could happen. And more importantly, so many people who could really benefit from the gift of donation.
And how do we begin to have those conversations? And how have you now, with this new compassion to donation and transplantation, how are you having these conversations?
I think you have, it's relatable, unfortunately, for me, because I had never got into this space. And even while I was down there, my daughter actually passed away in Florida. I actually stayed here in Virginia. So I had to go down there and just not knowing what was going on, what was happening. And still, even after the process, because you had to deal with the arrangements and things like that, didn't really understand. And I just happened to be on Facebook, and I noticed one of my friends from the good old city of Roanoke, Virginia, speaking about his the company that he is with, and how he's driven to keep on pushing the understanding. And Brian Shepard, being the CEO of the organization, saying that message, was like, it was almost as if she knew to speak to me so I could get clarity. So I'm hoping that even if it's just this message, or those who may also have been in a situation similar to mine, understand how important this is, would start to speak out more, and actually we could actually do more with this so that more people are aware.
And what would you encourage, Tommy, anyone who's listening to this during the month of August for Minority Donor Awareness Month to do? What action should they take?
You have to, especially my age group. I'm 46. I don't mind sharing. I'm 46. My age group. You have younger teenage children, teenage to young adult children. Have a conversation. It's very important. As we get older, we also stand in possibility of need, and so just going through the process of knowing if compatibility, knowing just who out there could really utilize in the event, because it's not always when, like in my daughter's case, when someone passes, there's actual donation that can be done, living donors and things like that. This is stuff I had no idea and didn't know about until I actually had a conversation with Brian, and actually start getting back to the website, and just knowing how much work you guys have done, not just here in Virginia, but all across the country. So it's really helped me, and I'm hoping that it can help someone else.
And you have so much, Tommy Page, by sharing your daughter's donor journey. Thank you so much. And it's a lesson for all of us to get educated and to have a conversation. We so appreciate you being with us and sharing your story. And National Donor Awareness Month, Minority Donor Awareness Month, it's for the entire month of August. And this is really a collaborative effort that we need to chat about as well. And we encourage you not only to visit UNOS.org, our website, but also our collaborative partners, including Donate Life America, to learn more about this month and how you can get involved. And also, as Tommy said, registering to become an organ donor, and at both websites you can make that happen. So thank you again, Tommy Page, for being here. Thank all of you for participating in Minority Donor Awareness Month in August and getting involved. We are saving lives together.
Thank you, UNOS, for all that you do. Thank you so much.